kind of research I do is citrus breeding, and the idea behind citrus breeding is to develop new varieties of citrus, fruit, and more healthy trees. The first variety we developed and released from our breeding program is a variety that's called LB8-9, but some people know it as a better name, Sugar Belle. Sugar Belle is a fresh fruit variety. We released it about 10 years ago, right around the time that citrus greening, a horrible disease of citrus trees, began to spread in the state of Florida. And we developed this variety because it was better tasting and more disease resistant to some other diseases that citrus suffers from. Over time, we've found out that Sugar Belle is a variety that's very, very tolerant of this disease, probably the most tolerant variety that's grown commercially in Florida today. So citrus breeding is done many different ways, but the conventional, traditional way to do that is to identify two parents that maybe individually are not the best variety, but each has some good characteristics that if you could combine them into one new variety, they would be an improvement on what exists. And when we crossed 100 years ago, when citrus breeders crossed grapefruit with mandarin, they produced these things that we call tangelos. Tangelos many times have the shape like this, but the color like this. So what we wanted to do is to combine this kind of beautiful color with this shape, a little bit smaller in size. And that's what we did through breeding, and we developed and selected the Sugar Belle variety. From this research, we learned that it is possible to find kinds of citrus trees that are tolerant. This is important because all of the oranges that are grown in Florida, all of these trees are very susceptible to this disease. It's a very serious problem. But we've learned that it's possible to find within citrus trees that will tolerate this disease. And further, it's helped us to identify certain parents that we can use that have tolerance to this disease to make new crosses to try and develop trees that in the future we can grow in Florida